Alright guys, welcome to a vlog. We're gonna do a TJMaxx haul because in the past 2 days I've gone to 3 TJMaxx's. That is like not a normal thing for me, but I had to kill time basically. Otherwise, I honestly really haven't left my house to go to places outside of grocery. And we had that low buy in January, so I also just didn't go out for that purpose. I'm like, I'm not gonna tempt myself by going to stores, right? So, but then I went and I was finding so much good stuff at the first TJMaxx I went to that the next day I had to go to like a place that's further from my house to get something for my car. My car is acting up, so we need to figure that out. I'm thinking I want to get a new car this year. My car is like 7 years old. There's like maybe 45,000 miles on it. Like I don't go anywhere, if that's not obvious, based on the mileage after having a car for 7 years. But it's finally at that point where like things are starting to be like there's some wear. So yeah, so there was more TJMaxx's in this area. So there's a lot of clothing that I tried on. It doesn't work out, so we're not going to share any of that. But there was a lot of like organization items. So the first thing I'm going to share with you is this is from Heritage Living, and it's a very large, like it spins and there's dividers in it. There's like 2 dividers. So this I was thinking of using for my lip products. I could easily fit all of my lip products in here with room to spare. I just wanted an easy thing to organize it that doesn't take up a lot of space. Like I know there's a lot of like compartmental type things like holders, but they're all like beautifully spaced out and they look really great if you have like OCD. Like I don't have OCD, but I appreciate all of the perfectly spaced items. Like I'm very into that and I'm very into symmetry, but this just seems like there's room to grow if I need to. I really don't want to fill this up. I would prefer it just be like 1 or 2 of these slots. And then maybe use the other 2 slots for something else. But I also showed you a different one from Ulta in a video earlier this week. I will link it. So I'm trying to do 2 videos a week. And I mentioned in that video, let me know if you guys like want Friday, Saturday. Do you want Tuesday, Friday? I'm kind of doing Tuesday, Friday right now. I don't know how videos will perform during the week. I personally don't have a schedule or like time when I watch YouTube the most. There's like no day that I watch it the most. It's just more of a time thing. Like I watch at night while I'm doing my skincare routine. I'll watch it before going to bed. Like I'll pick like a soothing voice to listen to and then I'll like fall asleep to that. So my YouTube stuff is usually watched at night, or if someone sends me a video, then I'll probably watch it then. But yes, continuing with the haul. This was $12.99, which is actually a really, really good price. This is from Interdesign and it's a nail polish rack, but because everything is like perfectly spaced and smaller, this is really great for compacts or cushion foundations, which I have a lot of. It's just what I'm thinking of using it for, or single eyeshadow, smaller eyeshadow palettes. So they also make ones that are like deeper, like the last 2 rows are deeper and then the first 2 rows are like shallow. I sound so smart when I talk about things like this. But yeah, this one is, again, I think this was $10. Yes, it was $9.99. So these things, if you can find them at TJMaxx, it's always cheaper than, say, Bed Bath Beyond, the Container Store. So I love searching for these things and just like seeing ones that I like and then waiting to like find them at TJMaxx or Marshall's. What else do we have here? We have some random things. These are just dish towels. I just wanted ones to change out. I actually have like a very like this exact color in my kitchen now, but it's like a different design, so I just wanted to have ones to switch out. So these mugs, I had shown you guys something like this from Amazon before and I returned it and I was like, okay, I'll just get like the 4-pack. The 4-pack was $10 each, so $40 for 4. And then the more I thought about it, like I just kept it saved and I like didn't purchase it because I didn't want 4 mugs. And also, I don't know what it is about mugs. There's a certain price range. Like, I don't know, $10 for a mug is not expensive, but it's also, I don't know. Anyway, these are $7.99 at TJMaxx. So if you see a box that looks like this, that's what they are. I actually got two of them because I wanted 2 mugs. So if you buy them off of Amazon, I think they're over $10. Like they might be like 12 or something each. So in the 4-pack that they have on there, you can get 4 for $40, but I don't want 4, you know what I mean? Whatever. So I got 2. These are 16 ounces. I like the minimum amount in a mug to be 12 ounces. 14 ounces is great. 16 ounces for this is only because it looks better at 16 ounces. It's because of the way, you know, spatial, etc. So these are the kind of mugs that are double walled, so it looks like the fluid is suspended, or the fluid is suspended. I just think these are so pretty, and I'm very happy to have these. They were $7.99 each, and that is the comfort zone, I guess, that I was in to purchase these. I got a white touch-up marker for furniture, and then I got this really cute pack of hand sanitizer. It has Hello Kitty on it, like not even gonna lie, that's why I picked it up. And it is the candy apple scent, and they're in these like very small, it was $3 for 5 of these, and they're just really like little flat packs, so you can, for travel, when we can, oh guys, I want to go, I have travel like FOMO and like whatever the word is, it's like I miss it. Like I just, traveling, even just like domestic trips to see like my siblings or to visit my friends, it was such a default like stress reliever, like escape, and not being able to do it is just okay. So the most exciting purchase, you're not gonna believe this, I can't even, like, look how big this is. So you have this area where you can keep like eyeshadow palettes. There's a huge section here. And then this is a gradient as far as the height goes. So these are very tall. You can put like eyeliners here, any kind of liner. And then you can put brushes here. And then as you move through, this is like a lipstick holder. Foundations can go here, concealers. Like if you are someone that doesn't have a huge like tabletop, or you don't have a lot of makeup, or if you have a lot of makeup actually, this is a really good way to do like your everyday makeup holder. A lot of people have like an everyday makeup drawer or the top drawer of their vanity. I don't have any drawers on my vanity, so something like this could really, is gonna, I don't know, I haven't decided how to use this yet. It was $20, it had like a red tag on it. I don't know what it was at the original price, but when I first saw it, before I even looked at the price, I was like, oh, I bet this is like $40 or $50. But oh, I was so excited when it was 20 bucks. And this is the brand, clearly Chic. I looked for this online because I'm like, if I'm gonna share this with you guys, I don't want you to feel like, you know, you won't be able to get your hands on it. And I found it on Overstock. It's around like $45, which is how much I think it should cost. But there's always codes. I think the highest code I've seen from Overstock is around 15%. 15% is quite common. If you sign up for their emails, they'll email them to you like almost every day, multiple times a day. And then it would bring this to around like $35, $36-ish. So I will find where else. I just quickly did like a Google search and found it on Overstock. I will link wherever I can find any of these items. I don't know that they're gonna be on the TJMaxx website, but that is my most recent haul from TJMaxx. Okay, so we're just going to pause and go through some food things, and I'll come back and we'll talk more, yeah? All right, Aldi haul. So we got 2 frozen pineapple, this kettle corn, sweet and salty. As much as I love kettle corn, I've never had this unless this is newer. An almond milk, some lunch meat for Sumo. This mango mimosa candle smells like pretty lovely. Like if it's like a very basic mango scent, but like it's a good one. The extra toasty Cheez-It dupe. We have the chocolate peanut butter Reese's candy cookies. If I had a choice, I'd pick this one over the regular cookie just because this has a little bitterness to it. So it's like almost like a dark chocolate. 2 dozen eggs, 2 cucumber. This is new. I saw this on Instagram, the Boom Boom Shrimp. So I hope this is good. Waffle fries. And the Kettle Cuban sandwich chips. There's like one bag left, and I saw these again on Instagram, and I'm like, ugh. I haven't been to grocery, like an Aldi or anything, in like quite some time. The last time you saw an Aldi haul was probably the last time I went to any kind of like grocery place. Okay, so I saw that these were going to be coming out again, and I got really excited, and I was really surprised to see them at Aldi. So it's the Coca-Cola with coffee. I got the vanilla and the dark. Do you remember Coca-Cola Black? Because when this was released and I kept seeing posts on Instagram and not many people mention it, and I'm like, how old am I that no one remembers Coca-Cola Black? And even the people who were posting it were talking about it like it was something brand new, and I'm like, anyway, so I was obsessed with Coca-Cola Black. It was probably only on the market for like not even more than a year, and it was probably just me and like 4 other people buying it. And when it was discontinued, I even like would make my own. Like I'd look up those recipes, like DIY, and I love Coke with coffee. So I'm excited to try these and see if they're any good. Okay, we're gonna sit down. We're gonna try this vanilla Coke. I don't hate it. I might even get it again. But, oh, there might be fake sugar in this. It doesn't say that it's like a diet, but I taste it. Yeah, there's sucralose in here. It's like the last ingredient, but like, I'm not into it. So, it's a little flat tasting for like what I would expect from a soda. And the vanilla is there, and the coffee flavor is there, but it's not present enough. Like, I want A&W, if you are listening. If cream soda did like a coffee cream soda, like that, done well, could taste amazing. So this, I'm not like obsessed with it. If you had Coca-Cola Black back in the day, that was better. Like that was like an intense one. Okay, so again, this is the vanilla one. I still haven't tried the dark blend one, so we will try that one. Maybe that one is closer to what I'm like wanting to taste. Okay, we have a Chinatown drop off. My parents went for, I don't know, oh, probably for Chinese New Year. They got me a case of the Shin Ramyun. We have 2 bags of the fish skin, 2 bags of the coffee, salted duck eggs. They dropped off some takeout also. It was the egg tofu, and I'm probably just gonna use the takeout rice and probably make a salted egg fried rice. Sounds really good. Okay, so we've ordered some food. Uber Eats had a promo. It was like 7 off 20. So we grabbed this. So it's a local place. It's actually called Jennifer's. So for breakfast, we have this sausage croissant with home fries. We'll probably give Sumo the sausage, but there's egg cheese croissant. Their home fries are always really good. We also got some French toast. Oh my god, the picture said that there were strawberries. Where are the strawberries? Lies. And then just to get the order up to $20, I just grabbed a tuna sandwich. Probably either for lunch or we'll have it like tomorrow. But pretty good. I think I spent like 18 for all of this, 18 to 19. Okay, so having the food, Sumo's sausage is over yonder. So I'm drinking this Coca-Cola dark blend. I like this better. If I'm going to repurchase, it's going to be this one. This tastes like closer to like what I would want this Coca-Cola coffee thing to taste like. Still not as good as Coca-Cola Black. And also, I almost feel like the DIYs that I've done of the Coca-Cola Black have been better, but this is actually pretty good. Like I will get this on sale. Maybe. I mean, it was like $5.40 something at Aldi, so it's like not crazy expensive for a 4-pack, but I don't know. I'm just saying I prefer this one to the vanilla is like, if you are someone that can taste fake sugars, immediately you're not gonna like it. All right, guys, so I wanted to catch you guys up on like Chinese dramas, so I try to keep this at the end of the videos when I talk about them so that for people who don't care or don't watch, it doesn't matter, so you can, I will see you in the next video, yeah? Okay, so we are going all the way back to like December because I haven't talked about Chinese dramas in a really long time, so whenever I watch stuff, I always like keep notes so that I will remember to share with you guys what I've been watching. So I watched Love and Destiny, and I try not to read reviews before I watch things, but I still want to get an idea, right? Sometimes if I'm really looking for something to watch. Love and Destiny, it was just constantly like, oh, it's just like, you know, Eternal Love of, or like Eternal Love of Dream. Yeah. And I really love that series. Like, it's one of my favorite series that I've watched. So when they were like, oh, it just feels exactly like that. And as I'm watching it, it does feel exactly like that. But you know, you have different characters. The story's a little different. I like really liked it. I'm not like it's one of the greatest things ever, but I like really enjoyed watching it. I really like the actress, Nini. She is so, like, her face is so beautiful. Her features, she has such a clean face. You know what I mean? When people have like makeup, no makeup, and she just looks stunning, like regardless. So I really like that. The Wolf, apparently that was filmed like 3 years ago. I could not get into that. I was like really excited to see it and like watch it. But when I finally started watching it, I couldn't get into it. Like, I don't know if it was, wasn't really into the male leads. I couldn't get into the actual story. And then the actress, who I absolutely love. But the problem is, my first time seeing her was in Song of Glory. And she is so amazing in that from an acting standpoint, and how stunning she was, like just physically beautiful, that when I see other things that she's in before Song of Glory, it's just, she plays like these really frivolous, airheady characters. She's always like a princess of some sort, and she is like dense AF and super annoying. So in this, she's also kind of like, I obviously did not get past like the first couple episodes, so I don't know if her character develops into something else or more of a heroine, but I couldn't get into that series. Okay, so then I started watching a modern drama, Dating in the Kitchen, and it's enjoyable. There are some moments that are extremely, extremely funny. And I really like the actress. At first I'd seen her in, or was this the first thing I saw her in? She's good because she's very sweet. She's very good at comedy. And this is one of those like May-December romances. He's like quite old and she's very young. But some of the drama that was set up did not seem realistic to me. I know it's not real life, but like I'm watching it and I'm like, the degree to which like his mom acts and her inability to like comprehend things, it was very confusing. I'm like, I feel like the average person is smarter than what is happening here, you know what I mean? So I finished it, but I was just like, there were cons. Next, I watched The Legends, which I liked all right. I would give it like a B- or something. The actress is very popular right now, Bai Lu, and maybe I need to see her in other stuff, but I wasn't like enamored, is that the word? So maybe I need to see her in something else, but I'm not like a huge fan yet. But the one character, whoever played Jiang Wu, is amazing. Like he's also like very beautiful. You're like, how do you explain it? Like the yin and the yang was very like balanced, and you're like, he's so beautiful, and you can't pinpoint, because the character he plays is very like dominant male, strong, etc. But the look and the way they styled him and did his makeup and he was the most dynamic character in that whole thing. I mean, the male lead was hot, like he was really beautiful, but one-dimensional, like uninterested. Then through December, Joy of Life. This is one of the most amazing, easily top 3 to 5 series I've ever watched. If you haven't watched Joy of Life, you must watch it. At first I was concerned there wasn't going to be any fighting, because it seemed like it was taking place in a palace of some sort, because I'm always weary of palace dramas because it can be boring, right? But this one is excellent. It's about a guy who is from the future, and I think he's writing a story set in the past, and I can't tell if it's like about himself, but it's very interesting. There's a lot of like time travel, kind of, but it is really, really good. I can't wait for season 2. It is something that absolutely warrants a second season. It needs a second season. I think they've started filming. If you want a smart series, really well acted, a very complicated storyline where all the characters, there's like different motives. I know it sounds so stupid when I'm describing it. Also, the Emperor. You know how in most series, the Emperor is dumb as fuck or like incredibly dense? Excellent Emperor. All right, another one that everyone was excited about, myself included, Legend of Fae. I could not get into it. I also have this thing where, like, I guess if something is slowly being released, a couple episodes at a time or something, I kind of like lose interest if it's not really, really good. So it has Zhao Ling, am I saying that correctly? She was in Princess Agents, and that was the thing that I loved her in. I've actually tried watching a whole bunch of other series with her in it, couldn't get into any of them. And then I started watching Legend of Fae, and I'm like, it's okay. Like if the full thing was released, I would probably go back and watch the series or like have it on in the background. But to wait to see it every day when a new episode was released, I didn't find myself wanting to see the next episode that badly. So, and the sets were very fake looking. Like I felt like some of the sets were like what I had seen growing up. So like in the 90s, like where the rocks clearly were made of like paper. And a lot of the scenes that were shot outside were actually shot clearly indoors on a set that they made, and it looked really, really fake. And the assumption is for me that with her and the male lead, way more money would have been put into this production, and it does not look like an expensive production. And the costumes are also very like okay as well. There's a lot of like mediocre elements to the series that make it very mediocre overall. What else did I watch? Oh, Bloody Romance. I thought the storyline was really good and the acting by the male lead, excellent. The actress is fine. I really like the story. I like the way it was shot. I didn't like the costumes, but it was like an okay series to like watch. Really beautiful music. And then right now I am watching The Rebel Princess. Guys, it is so good. Now, if you are unfamiliar with all the drama surrounding it, Zhang Zi, if you are familiar with her, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, Hero, those two are beyond like my most favorite movies. Like Hero is something that I could have just playing on a huge screen in the background of my home or at a party. Like it's such a beautiful, beautiful movie. And same with Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. These were way back in the day. She's been acting for a really long time. She tends to do movies. I believe this is actually the first series that she has done. So the issue is, for the greater part of the story, at least I'm at the halfway mark, maybe I'm on episode 30 something, maybe actually, yeah. And she's supposed to be a girl who is in her late teens, 15, 16, and then she gets married. So at the time of the filming of this series, she was 38. She is currently 42, I think, and it is very obvious, not only with you as a viewer coming in with the knowledge that she is much older, it shows on camera. And I don't know that they play that much with filters because she very much looks her age. Like granted, she looks amazing for 38, but when you have an audience that understands like the timeline of things and the age of the characters, it's something you absolutely notice in the beginning. So along with that, because she is older, it's almost like they had to age up the rest of the cast. So her love interest, like the male lead, is, while he is supposed to be older than her, I don't think he's supposed to be in his late 30s, and that's exactly what he looks like. Her like maids also look a little older than they should, and then like the girl who's supposed to be like an older sister to her, kind of like unrelated, maybe like cousin, I can't remember what their relationship is, but let's assume that she's just supposed to be a couple years older, so she might be like 18, but she in fact looks quite old. And then like the woman who plays her mother looks like a grandmother. You know what I mean? So like they had to age up the entire cast. I don't know if that was on purpose, but it looks like it was on purpose in order to kind of match like her look. But all that drama aside, I mean, obviously it's kind of a form of ageism, but at the same time, they could have used a younger actress to play her, but because she's young for such a large part of the storyline, I see why they didn't do that for continuity purposes. But it was a very big deal, and it was something I immediately noticed without like understanding the surrounding, you know, drama and like the topics of conversation. But this series is so beautifully done. A lot of money was put into it. It is very obvious, but it's not like in your face. It's like old money, not new money, you know what I mean? So the directors are amazing, the DP is amazing, the people who are doing the costumes and the makeup, and most of the people involved in this film are at the top of their industry, so it shows. Zhang Ziyi is, her as an actress, it's like immaculate. Like if you ignore the fact that when she's acting kind of like a child, once you kind of move into like the meat of the story, it's immaculate. She is so good. She's so beautiful. The story is so good. It's so well acted by everyone involved, and I love it. Like, it's a palace drama, but there's just enough fighting in it to keep me interested. And again, because the story is interesting, I am like every day one episode released, and I am waiting. I am excited to watch the series, and I think everyone else has the same feeling because it is a very popular series currently. So I love it. Just everything. Okay, it looks like I've talked for 14.5 minutes about Chinese dramas. I really hope I can trim this down. Like, that's a long time to talk about anything. Okay, I will see you guys next week at some point. Maybe Tuesday, maybe Wednesday, maybe Friday and Saturday. I don't know. I'm like really trying to work out when you guys want to see these videos. It's a combination of when do you want to see them, and then like what makes sense as a timeline when I'm trying to get videos up. So yeah, I see you, okay?